Okay, if you're wondering why you're still not jacked, why you've been going to the gym for a good year and a half and you still look the same, it's because you don't want it bad enough. And a lot of times people tend to overthink the gym. You're overthinking it. People are like, what's the perfect diet? What's the perfect workout? What's the perfect split? What am I missing? I'm being consistent. You don't want it bad enough. That's what's missing. Well, I see a lot of people go to the gym and they go for the sake of going, for the sake of showing up. And consistency is good, but at the same time, you need to have some type of urgency. I see people on their phones all the time. If you're on the gym and you're on the phone for an hour plus, like, why are you why are you even there? You'd rather be in your phone instead of where you're at. Or you go to the gym and you half-ass the workouts. You stop because you're sweating, because you're tired. You know you could do five more. Or cheat days on diet. Who created cheat days? The problem with most people that work out and don't see results is that they go with the end goal in mind. I always tell people you should go to the gym or any goal you want to achieve, you should approach it with the end goal in mind, but at the same time, you need to work backwards. So, say for example, I want to build my chest. I gotta visualize how I would look with my chest the way I'm like the physique I want with my chest fully built. But at the same time, once I get that visualization and once I get that in my head and once I know how I want to look, I gotta let go of that and move backwards. Meaning I gotta get in love with the process of going and lifting and doing the workouts necessary to reach the physique that I visualized. You gotta fall in love with the process. Most people do cheat days and skip the gym or not go as hard because they're not in love with the process. They're in love with the end goal. The end goal is this, and most of the time, when you reach the end goal, you realize, oh shit, I realized I was wasting all this time worrying about the end goal when really the process is the most fulfilling part. Every workout, every set, it's better to do one workout where you're putting your all into it rather than do five where you're on your phone for an hour plus, where you're half-assing the workout, where you're not getting the last rep in. The whole point of working out is to break down your muscles. You're breaking down your muscles so they can, when they recover, they rebuild stronger. So with that being said, why are you half-assing it? You're going halfway. You're not even pushing it to the point where your muscles can break. You're going for a little sweat. And you gotta realize why you're there. That's why I say the end goal is important, because if you're just going to the gym to be healthy, to add a couple of steps to your day, then okay, go. That's your end goal of just being healthy. But if you have a physique in mind and you're not reaching it and you're wondering why, you're overthinking it by saying, oh, the perfect diet, the perfect split, the perfect, is you not wanting it bad enough. You could have a, I, I don't suggest this, but I've seen people with shit diets, but they work out insanely hard. Or people that don't work out as hard, but they tackle their diet. That's still half-assing it, but at least you're putting your, effort in one, aspect of your fitness. What I suggest you do is really lock in and really want this to the point where you're locked in on your diet. When your friends are going out, yeah, you got to be the friend that takes the salad. Yeah, you got to be like, I can't, no ice cream today. I can't eat that popcorn today. I can't eat out. I gotta cook my meals. I gotta meal prep. When you go in the gym, you gotta silence your phone. And a lot of people use this excuse, oh, I'm changing my music. Put a playlist on. Put a playlist for however long you're gonna be at the gym. Make a playlist for that amount of time, whether it's a podcast, whether it's self-improvement, motivation, music, whatever it is. Make it that length, the length that you're gonna be at the gym, so you don't have to constantly have a reason to look down on your phone. Because when you're looking down on your phone to change your music, you're gonna see the notifications, the other notifications, and then you're gonna get drawn into distractions. You don't want it bad enough. If you're questioning whether you should go to the gym today, you don't want it bad enough. And people talk about, oh, I'm sore today. Should I work out my arms? If your arms are sore, work out your chest. If your chest is sore, work out your legs. You don't need a rest day. You just need to skip whatever body part that's sore. If my chest is sore, work out your legs. Do cardio. Hit arms. You know what I mean? Like, you don't gotta overcomplicate this. It's not about the right workout, the right diet. Come on. The planning stage. I'm gonna most people, you see when January 1st hits, the new year hits, all the new people at the gym, that's the spark of motivation. Motivation is not gonna keep you going. I'm sorry. It's discipline. It's wanting it gotta be something more. And it can't be, oh, I wanna get my ex back. Oh, it can't be goddamn even just the end goal of I want this physique. Because once you get that, are you gonna keep going to the gym? You gotta have a why that's bigger than yourself, bigger than you ever dreamed. That can't be that's not fueled by motivation. That's not fueled by anger, frustration, sadness, because those are emotions that are fleeting. They'll leave. You don't want it bad enough. If you're asking yourself, why do I still look the way I do, you don't want it bad enough. And you can add this to other aspects of your life too: finances, getting girls. I wouldn't suggest focusing on getting girls, but if that's what you want, you gotta be out there, putting up shots. And I notice a lot of people are great when people are watching. You know, those weights become so much lighter. The 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 weights become so much lighter when girls are watching. Especially if you go to the gym with your girl, the weights are so much lighter. You get motivation. When you're going to the gym with your friends, the weights are lighter, or they're not even lighter. It becomes a hangout session, talking in between sets, making jokes. You're not locked in, you're not focused. You got certain things in life you got to do alone, and working out is one of them. Oh, I need an accountability partner. You don't need an accountability partner. Your accountability partner is yourself. And if you need someone to motivate you to do something, it means you don't want it bad enough. Get up, go to the gym, and get your body right, man. You can apply this to every aspect of your life. If you want it bad enough, get up and go get it. You don't need motivation. You don't need someone else to tell you how, when, where, why. The why is you wanting it bad enough. If however old you are, 21, 25, 30, 40, if all the things you've been through is not proof or pain or motivation or a reason of why you want what you want, then this is not for you. You can be a spectator. You can be the coach. Not even a coach. You can be the cheerleader on the sidelines watching other people get to what they want. This life rewards people who take action. I know in this society, people have deemed narcissists as terrible people, which you should, to a degree, they are. But you need to become ruthless. You have to become ruthless. You have to become ruthless with your time, energy, resources. And because if you don't have resources, if you don't have time, if you don't have the energy, you can't help nobody else. And when you can't help nobody else, no one's gonna be there to help you. This world runs on every relationship you have in your life runs on some type of currency, some type of trade-off. And unless you put yourself first, and unless you want it bad enough for yourself without external motivation, then you can't help yourself in order to help the world. Get up and go get it, man. Most people in your life probably don't even think you got that in you. If you're broke right now, they probably don't think you got it in you to get up and change your circumstance, to go get money. If you're out of shape, if you're skinny, they're like, oh, he's weak. He's never gonna amount to anything. He's never gonna. That's all they see you as. If you're overweight, oh, he's always gonna be fat. That's Fat Joe right there. That's how he been. That's his personality. He's gonna be fat. He is fat. That's who he is. And when you finally choose yourself, finally lock in, and transform your body, transform your finances, transform your situation, grow, and become a different person, you're gonna see it in people's eyes that, wow, they didn't expect this out of you. They expected you to stay low. Every person, when they meet you, whether they known you for a minute or they just met, they already have standards of who you are and what you're capable of. But only you know what you're capable of, really. And unless you get up and say, enough is enough, and I want to change my life, you don't want it bad enough. All right, man, that's all I got for y'all. Get up, go change your life, and make it happen, bro. Don't sit on the sidelines. Don't cry about it. Because no one cares. No one cares what you do with your life. If you stay unfit, if you stay broke, if you cry at night, if you lose, if you win, if you become successful, if you become fit, whether you sleep in the street or you sleep in a nice apartment, buy a house, whether you get a girlfriend, no one cares but you. And when you do achieve these things, people will either be like, oh wow, I didn't expect it out of him. Or when you don't achieve it, they'll be like, oh, I expected that out of him. I expected him to be a loser. But either way, they don't care because it doesn't affect them. The only person it affects is you. Your reality is the only thing that matters. And like I said, this is not to be narcissistic, but at the same time, you need to be focused on you in order to help others. If you're not financially well off, you can't help your family when they need it. If you're not fit and healthy, you can't provide your kids with advice on how to be healthy, how to be disciplined. You can't be there for your kids playing soccer, basketball, football. You can't help anyone else unless you help yourself. All right, I know I made this outro like 3 times, but I'm out this time. Get up and go get it, man.